Ladies and gentlemen, chuckers of all ages, this is it. We have stumbled upon the first basketed disc golf course, Oak Grove. Very excited to be a part of this experience. We had 4 of DCA's finest members, Lee, Wesley, Victor, and myself, travel up to Pasadena to experience this course. And it is basically, best way to put it is the very definition of what a disc golf course should be. Nice technical layouts, good mix of all types of shots, requiring a good, well-rounded player. Had an awesome time, so let's go ahead and get right to this. Hole number 1, 216 feet. As you can see, I've got that big oak tree right in front of me, and there's a branch that hangs out to the right. That's the only thing that stops a lefty or sidearm player, but if you're righty, it's pretty much wide open. I unfortunately found that little ceiling right in front of me. Oh yeah, and it's about 39 degrees too at the time, so it's pretty cold. It's a little frigid, but yeah. I knew I could have played it safe with the big right-handed spike hyzer, but thought I could keep it low. Dig it up there. As I mentioned, this is a very good definition of what disc golf just is in general. It doesn't require lots of power. You must be an accurate...
Like a bird on the fucking first hole, the first course ever.
You go, Wesley. Nice birdie. Yeah, definitely takes just finesse on your plastic. Low, steady, straight shots. Only 216 feet. Seemed farther, like at least 250, but same thing right here. So that basket is down that hallway, uphill to the right. And that's about a 8 to 10 foot ceiling right there, so you really got to keep it low or that happens. And again, it's even for an experienced player, all it takes is a little bit of too high of a release and that thing just floats up right into that ceiling and you're done. So not a lot of power needed. I think I just juiced it a little too hard. I should have just threw a slower disc, but I was looking for that big skip up the hill. I think you guys saw that. I hit the base of the pole and rolled all the way back down. That should have been a solid recovery to what was a crappy drive, but I just got punished for getting a little too close, and now I am back down the hill for a pretty much impossible par save. Just lay that up for a bogey. Victor got a piece of it too right there. There's Lee with a little basket shot. Very technical course. I have started off by hitting 2 low ceilings. Not my best start, but again, a little chilly. Starting to warm up here. 225 feet. Again, favoring the sidearm lefty player, low ceiling. All you got to do is keep it low, nice and straight. That was a little high, but still gets through that tree, finds the basket. Like most of my other reviews, I'm just filming my own game for the footage aspect, just to kind of keep it streamlined. This isn't really about us competing. This is more of just a review of the course, so all you guys can kind of get a nice walkthrough of it.
This is gonna be a major.
And that'll be a birdie. This one a little bit bigger of a hallway. Same thing though, straight down that hallway. and fade to the right and go uphill and you're there. This one's a lot more stretched out at 342 feet, but that was a golden shot.
Okay with that? That's very fair.
That far down there?
Yeah.
That was a golden shot. I guess this course was designed by Steady Ed, a very famous and historic disc golfer. He must have been left-handed, because I am loving this course so far. Most of the shots turn out to be favoring the left-handed player. So naturally, I am at home here. What's up, Vic? A little bit of a bid, but air ball to the left. And I will get a tap in from the guys there. 342 feet. Yeah, that would have been I could have had that a little closer, but
yeah, it's a song about,
not unhappy with it. This one right here, really close, 196. Par 3, you've got two hallways. The hallway to the right is a lot tighter, so again, if you're a righty backhander and you don't have a sidearm game, it is very tough. Me, on the other hand, I've got a much larger hallway to the left, and I just skipped my rhino right up there. So yeah, they all went to the right and hit those trees, so none of them have really had a look. But I am right there. I think Victor's putting right here, so I'm waiting for him.
Nope, too high. Okay.
Oh! And Victor makes a sweet putt well outside his comfort zone. Take my little 10-foot tap in there. Easy hole for a lefty. If you're right-handed, again, you just got to be able to hit those small gaps. Hole 6, 225. Not too low of a ceiling. Just got to keep it nice and straight. The basket is just to the right. You can see the band there, right below that yellow diamond sign right there. We were playing the river as out of bounds, so I cleared that luckily. But yeah, I just got a little too flippy on that drive. It was a perfect height, but it just didn't stabilize, or I would have been parked. Unfortunately, I went way to the left. Just glad I didn't hit the river. So, easy par save. But definitely, again, this is a course where if you just have really good speed control and you know your plastic, this is like birdie heaven. None of the shots here require a 400-foot type of throw. You know, so you do not have to be a bomber. If you can throw 250 feet, then you definitely are going to be having no problem as long as you can just hit those gaps. If you've ever played a course like Morley, like a lot of holes like at Morley are much more unforgiving because there's just like, you know, straight twigs everywhere. This course has a lot of openings. You just have to be able to hit them, but those gaps get smaller the farther away they are, you know. Like this one right here, only 204, but there's a big low ceiling. And again, the low ceiling isn't that close, it's like 100 feet out. So, but if you don't keep it low, you're not going to clear that right there or this one. So, kind of tough to make those plays. Like if you want a sidearm, if you want an Anheuser. Me, I'm just backhanding because I'm lefty, but 90% of the players out there are going to have to finesse this course. And that was a...
Like a fucking glove!
Kind of happy with that one. And Lee having a little battle with the stick there. See if Victor can get this just for funsies. And he shakes his head no. Like he knew he wasn't going to make it.
Not bad, though. Nice shot on your end, man.
Thank you. And Wes making a big mistake.
That was a critical mistake. Critical.
Here we go, hole 8, 291. Again, kind of like most of the course. This one has a big opening, so not a tough gap to hit. Just got to stretch it out for me, and then a nice fade to the right. And I hit that little tree stump right there. It's got these twigs hanging out. And watch where I land. This is too funny. A little bit of a funny landing spot. Boom, right in the stump.
So can I just play right here, right foot right here, right? Yeah. I'm good. Is this acceptable? I can't.
Me asking our official referee, Mr. Lee Beecher, for the correct footing rule. Had a bid.
Oh man, I had a bid.
Yes, Daniel, you had a bid and you failed. Better luck next time. And I'll get a tap in for a par on that.
Hand off, don't worry. Thank you.
Should have been a birdie for me. If I could have just cleared that stump, I would have been parked. But anyway, this one requires a big, this is like your traditional right-handed, just big spike hyzer, 240 feet. I just kept mine way too low right there. Way too low. If I had it at that right height, that was basically exactly what you wanted to do. But I just clipped that bush, ended up on the top of this berm. You'll find it under this oak tree down here. So yeah, big righty spike, 290, not too hard. Again, oh no, sorry, it's only 240, so not far at all. Ooh.
Ooh, force field.
That looked so good.
Dang.
Gotta toot my horn on this game, man. I was definitely seemed to be in the zone on the putting. Making stuff that normally I'm uncomfortable with. Save a par. And normally that would be the front nine, but this is a 23 hole layout, so we got a few more to finish up the front here. 270 feet. Pretty straight, but it has a little bit of a right fade there as far as being straight off the tee, so for me again, just a nice straight flexed out shot with my Mamba. Puts it right in that birdie distance. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, we're good. Be an easy birdie. Moving on to hole 11. Same kind of thing. Straight, long, flexed out hallway, 291, so you just want to keep it nice and straight. Fade to the right at the end. I got that one a little too low. It's all good though. Not a terrible shot. I just needed it a little higher, and then it would have floated, skipped to the right, and I may have been parked for a birdie, but hit just over this log right here and dragged just out of the circle. So actually probably way out of the circle. I'm probably just barely in circle 2.
Those are my fucking shots right there, dude. That's like my, I feel that's my...
Easy layup though. So again, even if you don't get the best drives here, as long as you don't get a terrible tree kick, you should be able to recover without too much trouble. No problem. Statue mode. Awesome course though so far. I am just digging it. This one a little bit tighter of a hallway for the lefty, kind of favoring the righty more. You've got, if you're a righty, you obviously want to go out to the right, but I was like a foot too high from being perfect. Other than clipping that oak the way I did, that was a perfect line. Just needed to be a little lower and I would have been there. But again, not too punishing. Just gonna lay that up for a pretty easy par. Easy peasy. 250 feet. Just realized I forgot to record my walk up from the drive to that first lie, but no worries. Looks like they still think you got a good look at the hole and the layout there. Tap that in and we will call it a round. Or call it a front half, whatever. And man, totally worth the trip so far. I've honestly had happy with my score. Not perfect, but for the very first time playing the course and not having a chance to make any corrections, very happy with how I did. Wes had a little jump on me there at the beginning, but I quickly recovered and stabilized and started getting some birdies. Wes and Lee just 4 strokes back. And Vic, no worries, man. I'm sure you'll do better in the second half. See you guys soon.